Okay.
Um,
We have
yesterday
8 minutes. Let's talk. What's up?
yesterday that we talked about the interviews and like doing the little clips, right?
Yeah.
And so, well, you know that I put my first clip out last night, but
Yeah.
I there was a classmate that had commented, Tyler, and he had said something like, "This is powerful. Thanks for sharing." And I commented back, and I was like, "Thank you." Like, it's fun. It's ironic that you commented or something with that, like, and then I said, because a message from you was actually one of the last ones that I recorded last night as I wrapped up my day. And he goes, "That's so wild." He goes, "I would love to hear that when you release it.
Mm.
So if you could let me know." So I am just like, my heart is like exploding because like we talked about, like bringing my audience and potential readers along for the ride with me as I write, and like I'm seeing that happen like immediately, as he wants to go back and um I don't want to say relive, but like go back to that moment with me. And I don't know, it's just it's making my heart swell a little bit, because that took courage for me to like be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this out there. It's fucking scary. Like, this is my journey and sharing really personal things. And so it's just making me really happy.
Yeah. I saw that. I know the comment that you're talking about, so it's really cool to hear now, like your side of like what you're thinking, with the response that you're getting from being vulnerable and having the courage to, um, one, look through a really hard time in your life that you were challenged every single day. Not that you're not now, but it is what, like, the journey, and you having the courage to look back at it, and then the next step of um putting something together to share. And that the fact that I mentioned this on there, but like the fact that you are reading the comments, I think is super powerful. And that is the connection with your audience, that is gonna pull it. I have like full body chills when you were talking about it, like legs, arms, the whole shebang. Um, and my friend calls them God bumps. um, and I really am excited that you took the idea right away. Like, I can totally um say that I love that about you, is that, like, when you get an idea, like, you take action at. That's something I definitely like resonate with, is that when it's something I feel like charged up about, I must take some kind of action toward it to see how it can, like, how it feels more. Like, I want to know more of the feeling. And you put your first one out there and you're having a great response. And I mean, I don't know, how do you feel about, the way that you put it together and got it out there? And it's just like a tiny snippet. How are you feeling about it?
I feel so good. Like, it was so like, there's this creative side to me, right? Like, I mean, I have a background in design. And so that was like putting it together, like that got to come into play. So that was super fun, even though it was super simple. Um, yeah, that was super fun. And like the background image that I used for the video clip, like I took that mother trucker and I was just like so impressed with myself. I'm like, dang girl, like, dang.
That's
Okay. And then
awesome.
yeah, like I was so impressed.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just like it's a funny thing because going through and putting these all together, like there's one time that I've cried, and it's been in response to a message that my aunt sent through. And it was a long one about like how if someone would try to break a cat or a butterfly out of its chrysalis for it. Like there's acid in there that like would wreck the process for the butterfly. And so like as humans, like the
Mhm.
struggle is part of the process, and coming out on the other side is like the beautiful thing. And like I freaking lost it reading that one, and I almost deleted that whole entire clip because I'm like, no, like no, but I saved it and I will be sharing it emotional and all encouraged because that is really scary. So I'm excited to share that one. But yeah, it's been an interesting thing because I haven't cried like I normally would have, like out of sadness and grief and anger. Like I've cried out of pure joy for the entire journey and where I've been, where I am, and where I have yet to go. So yeah, it's been so good.
Okay, so to clarify, you read that one out loud. Did you record yourself reading that out loud? And that's when you cried? Okay.
Yeah.
And super grateful and proud of you for saying, I wanted to delete it. Like that, that you felt uncomfortable and that it was challenging for you to know like that was difficult to like speak life into that comment and to hear that because it is very emotional and is your experience. And I love that you shared that you want to delete it and that you saved it because you will share it. Um, I think that's super powerful. And I love the visual of the butterfly and like the process, right? The process of transformation is a challenge for a reason. That's why it's transforming you. And yeah, I don't know, Foxy or anyone else want to chime in or anything left to say? We have 1 magic minute left, or Nicole. Yeah, Foxy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that's something that I've shared before about baby chicks. That the process of breaking out of the shell is necessary to give them the strength to survive.
Mhm.
So, and if you help them, they die. So, it's a way, it's a knowing, like to know that it's, that the struggle is necessary for us to live, you know, that there's a time and a season for everything. And going through a struggle doesn't mean that you did something wrong or that there's something wrong with you or that what you're wanting to happen isn't going to. It's just part of the process.
Mm. Yeah, part of the process. Yeah, the word like strength in the struggle came to my mind. Like that we get both, right? We build strength from struggling, and that's what I picture with breaking out of a shell or a cocoon. And I love the visuals, so I appreciate that. Okay, we are at the top of the hour. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing that with us and that inspiration. And this is the end of our Think Hour.